Hi, my name is Marisol Orta. I am going to be talking about my teaching philosophy. I'm currently student teaching at Highland Junior High, and this is the assignment for philosophy teaching. So, education is one of the most important things a person can receive, but without teachers, there will be no guide to guide our learners in the right direction. Teachers are the education enforcers and mentors. Students rely on educators to lead them to pursue educational goals and give help give students advice with to help them with important life decisions. Without educators, many students will not have the support and proper tools to help them reach their goals. I personally believe that there are many types of teachers. They can be coaches, they can be parents, and then mentors. Educators are the ones that take the time to take a child and help them learn and use all these skills that they acquire to become a better person in the long run. The reason why I want to become a teacher is to make sure that all students enjoy their learning experiences and are able to know that they are able to push themselves to be the best that they can be. I want to show students that science is not that difficult of a subject as they really think it is. It's actually pretty fun. You get to do fun stuff. And you're not sitting in front of a computer all day. You're not doing some notes. It's a little bit of everything. You get to do hands-on things, and you get to explore. You get to kind of put your critical thinking in action. You get to be really focused into learning new things. I believe that when something is enjoyable, it makes the subject easier to learn, easier to understand, and then it gives you the drive to learn. It gives you the drive to learn and to be able to put that same emphasis into other classes. Like, science is fun, I can have the same idea, and I can go do math now. I didn't understand math at first, but I did this population equation in science, and now I understand what the teacher was talking about, the math teacher was talking about, and I think that's amazing. Also, I want to make a positive impact in my students' life. I want them to know that no matter what they're going through, I can be their safe space. I can be their support. I will always be there for them. It's just a thing, being there for the students and making them feel comfortable and safe in your classroom. Yes, teaching doesn't give you an income, but I understand that. I believe that just being there for my students and knowing that they will be higher in their education goals, and I will be able to give them the chance to boost themselves, giving them the best, and knowing that I can support them being the best that they can be is a great reward. That is the best thing one can do. Just see your students out there in the real world and be like, wow, he's a professional. He's doing what he wants to do. It's fantastic. That's what comes with teaching, and it's beautiful. Teaching is defined as explaining someone how to do something. I believe that there has to be just more than that. We all learn in different ways, and just explaining or showing isn't enough. We are all unique when it comes to what we learn, but we have all been exposed to learn in a certain way. Parents are our first teachers. We don't really think of that. We were all they exposed us to everything that we know. They were the ones that helped us be creative. They're the ones that helped us explore when we wanted to learn something new as a child. They were there when we were developing all our motor skills. Someone had to be there and show us how to grab something, or just help us learn. Students have a different way of learning depending on where they grew up and what they have been taught in their culture. Okay, so with that being said, it's where I am student teaching is a strongly primarily Hispanic community. We have a lot of migrant students. We have a lot of field students that their parents are working out in the fields, in the apple warehouses. Is just the environment that we lived in. I personally grew up in this town, and I am in the same descent as most of my students, so I feel that makes them comfortable to come and talk to me and know that I'm there. So for example, a way that I accept the culture and I know that I'm part of the culture is we wear these kind of bracelets. You see this kind of bracelet with the little eye here? So that is an evil eye. It's kind of like a religious thing. Not really religious, it's kind of like a superstition kind of thing. But you wear these to protect you from anybody that's trying to give you harm. It also serves as a good luck charm. It is said that once this is broken, that's because someone was trying to think of something ill about you, and that's the reason it fell off. So incorporating that culture is important, and just by wearing something simple like this and you understanding what the meaning is behind it can be very great for the students. We also have some students that are Catholic in our area. I grew up Catholic, so when it comes to those kind of things, it's important to be cautious when you talk about things like evolution and things like that. You just have to be considerate that most of these people are religious, and it's a great experience to have this debate between those kind of things and let them express what they feel. So going back to that, it's important to involve the culture when you're making a lesson plan so that they know that you're actually doing an effort to get to know them, to feel comfortable around them. Going off of that, in my classroom, I really like the theme of respect. I would love them to respect me as much as I respect them, and that's a growing thing. Like, for example, when I first started the class, even though it wasn't part of my lesson, I like to teach them what does it mean when I say, what's your word? So what I mean by that is your word is how you are perceived by what you say, by what you say. So if you come up to me and you start meeting me with a lie, and then I find out it's a lie, I'm going to perceive you as a liar. And that goes, and also if you're very honest with me and I know that you're honest, then I'll see that you're a very honest person. So with that being entitled into the lesson, it kind of teaches them like, hey, Miss Horta is all about respect, so if we respect her, she'll respect us back. Looking at the standards that I would like my students to meet, I feel that most students will have no problem in extending to those standards. As a teacher, I am required for my students to meet the state standards, and if my students are having fun and enjoying what they're doing, I feel like they will be able to meet those standards and be successful for the future to come. So when it comes to technology in the class, we're always on our cell phones, we're always on computers, and when it comes to science, it's kind of more of a hands-on thing. So I feel that it's more important for them to actually physically do labs and learn from that. But yes, if we have vocabulary stuff going on, yes, I'll totally turn on a Quizlet, have them get in groups and learn vocabulary that way, go on a little competition, put it on the whiteboard, and they'll see their team name going until they'll see how many people can get the vocabulary words right, and we'll just have fun. And like, learning has to be fun, and I think that's also a philosophy of mine. Learning is fun, and we need that engagement in the classroom. So yeah, that's my teaching philosophy. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video, and y'all have a good day. Bye.